What are 11 tactics for not letting narcissists into your life in the first place? We're going to be going over that in this video. All right, so maybe you're just not trusting yourself. Maybe you're just wondering, is this person a narcissist and I just don't want them in there? Maybe you're just like, how do I just not let this happen ever again? I'm Rebecca Zung. I am an attorney. I'm also a high conflict negotiation expert and the author of Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. I want to help you dive deep into every single tactic to make sure that you always have control, always have your power when it comes to high conflict people, and so that you can walk into a room and command it and have authentic power every single time. So if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to do that now. And I'm going to give you 11 tactics for always making sure that you never let those pesky narcissists into your life in the first place. So the first one is trust your intuition. You're brimming with optimism. Maybe you're on your first date or you're going for coffee or whatever it is. And here comes this person, this charming person flying into your life. Your tranquility is there. But I don't know, your spidey sense, that hair on the back of your neck stands up, that gut. It knows. Your heart is actually 5 seconds ahead of your brain. Did you know that? And it's guiding you towards safety and serenity. That's why you can tell if somebody is behind you. The Navy SEALs, they actually can sense when somebody is 25 feet behind them. Danger. Tune into that inner voice. If something feels off, listen. If your intuition is telling you something, you listen to it. That is your first line of defense against those toxic people, that narcissistic intrusion, if you will. That alarm is going off in your brain, in your heart. So if you're sitting at a networking event and you strike up a conversation with a seemingly charismatic individual and they've got this beautiful exterior, this charm going on, but there's something going on inside you, in the back of your mind, pay attention to that intuitive whisper that's going on inside of you. That is your soul's way of warning you to potential danger. Trust that intuition, and it's going to lead you to graceful disengage from that conversation and steer you away from that toxic connection and leave you open to the one that is meant for you. So the next one is set boundaries. Set boundaries and set them early. Boundaries are sacred. They're sacred lines in the sand, delineating what is acceptable and not acceptable in our interactions. They're bridges. They help you establish boundaries from the onset of a relationship, and they send clear messages that your well-being is not negotiable. It's saying to your sacred space, I'm honoring you. That's what it's saying. You're telling your sacred space, I'm honoring you. Consider a scenario where a new acquaintance is probing into your personal life with intrusive questions. And instead of passively acquiescing, assert your boundaries firmly but respectfully. Say, I appreciate your interest, but certain aspects of my life are private. And if they say, oh, well, this is us sharing. We need to get to know each other. If they start pushing you, then that's a red flag. Okay. That's something that you don't share. Just say, this approach is not working for me. Establish a precedent for respectful communication and safeguard your emotional sanctuary. Next one is screen your circle. Screen your circle. Your inner circle is sacred. It's a sacred sanctuary reserved only for those who get to be there, who uplift you, who inspire you. Go through due diligence every once in a while. Do some spring cleaning every once in a while and welcome only new individuals into your sphere of influence who get to be there. Maybe do clean some dust bunnies out that need to go out every once in a while, right? Defend your light with your life and observe their actions, discern their intentions, and prioritize quality over quantity. For sure. If you encounter a new romantic interest who showers you with compliments, showers you with adoration, if their affection seems flattering, pay attention to their behavior beyond the surface level. Are they consistent in their actions? Do they respect your boundaries? Do they respect your autonomy? Or are they masquerading as an ally? I mean, I've seen people come and go in my life quite a bit. If somebody's just pretending to be your friend just to get to the next level, then that's not somebody you need to be friends with. And I've seen that happen a lot in this particular space. Let me tell you, look at your guiding compass, know who you are, educate yourself. That's the next one. Knowledge is power. And use this as a shield against toxic people. Knowledge is power. The more you do this sort of thing, the more you read books like Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win, watch these videos. Have you subscribed here? Have you hit that notification bell? Make sure that you join groups like our Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. That'll help you too. It'll help you deflect manipulative tactics. Attend workshops. I've got a free workshop for you. Come to icanslay.com and join me on my free workshop. That will help you not to be a passive observer. Listen to the red flags. Watch for the red flags. Look for the subtle cues. Pay attention. A lot of times what happens is we defend against the red flags. Well, they had a bad childhood. Well, they had a bad week. I mean, when that happens, just stop yourself. Don't push away those red flags. Like that they're belittling your accomplishments, or that they didn't show up when they were supposed to, or that they borrowed money and they didn't pay it back, or they're gaslighting you. All of those things because they're so good looking, or because they paid a lot of money for you to do this thing. Proceed with caution. Prioritize you and self-preservation over other things that won't matter as much, which leads me to the next one, which is prioritize self-care. Self-love is your armor. Down the road, those things will not matter. You're going to save yourself a whole lot of headache and heartache. Nurture your mind, your body, your soul. Reinforce your intrinsic self-worth. Immerse yourself in a self-care ritual. Do whatever you need to do to have serenity, yoga, ice baths, be with people, nature, whatever you need to do to remember who you are. Journal, breathing exercises, practice assertive communication is the next one. Your voice is a weapon of liberation, an instrument of clarity and empowerment, a means of asserting your needs, expressing your boundaries. It's okay to say, this approach isn't working for me. What do you mean by that? Something like that. And not in a disrespectful way, not in an angry way, more like curiosity. I would say use curiosity instead of anger. Reclaim your agency in interpersonal interactions. If you find yourself in a professional setting where you feel like a colleague is undermining you or monopolizing credit for your achievements, stand up for yourself. There's a way that you can say respectfully, this is not something to be shared. You can assert yourself during meetings. You can assert yourself and advocate for equitable recognition. Establish yourself as a force to be reckoned with. Next one is surround yourself with support. As I mentioned earlier, joining groups, you might need to get therapy. Get the help that you need through other channels as well, whether it's your pastor or your rabbi or your friends, whoever it is that you need to go to, get the help you need. If you are facing a difficult time in your life alone, it's going to be so much worse. And the next one is trust your worth. Your worth is not something that's changeable. You are inherently worthy, and people may have told you differently, but that's not it. When you were born as a baby, you knew that you were whole. You knew that you were complete. The world started getting to you that you realized you thought started to think that you weren't. Okay. You know that you are whole. And the next one is starting to cultivate discernment, starting to realize who's for you, who's not in a much faster way, and having integrity around that. The last one is embracing your imperfections, realizing that you're not going to be perfect. And that's a beautiful thing. Nobody is perfect. We are all human. And that is part of being authentic. And that is part of being a flawed individual. And that's what connects us. And that's what makes us vulnerable. And that's what makes us loving. And we are all something to be accepted. And we all have our own idiosyncrasies. And we all have our own identity. That's part of our journey. Embrace you for being you. So if you like this video, give it a like, give it a share. Let other people see this too, because they are going to need the 11 tactics for not letting narcissists into their lives. So many people don't trust themselves. They think, oh my God, how am I ever going to trust myself ever again? How am I ever going to make sure that this never happens to me ever again? Like this, share this, make sure you subscribe here, hit that notification bell. Just put your hand over your heart and know that it's not you. And then just breathe and know that you are perfect in your imperfect way. And that you know that you are going to be okay. And the next video that I want you to watch is Never Forgive a Narcissist. And here's why not. But before you go there, I want you to make sure that you subscribe here and hit that notification bell. And then I want you to know that today is a perfect day, a great day to start negotiating your best life. I'm Rebecca Zung, and I will see you in that next video. Shopify helps millions sell billions around the world through their digital courses, through their digital products, at the touch of a button, on their smartphones, on social media, however they want, including me. At shop.rebeccazung.com, you can access your store from all over the world, just the touch of a button from your smartphones. Start accepting payments. Everything you need to sell online, manage orders, and develop relationships in one place, and look fabulous doing it. Shopify is the commerce platform that is revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide, including my own, at shop.rebeccazung.com. So right now, what you need to do is sign up for a $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/bestlife, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/bestlife to take your retail business to the next level today. Shopify.com/bestlife.